Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's go now. 8, read.
54.
Core out.
Woo! Check.
Go.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hit it.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Right there, 54, right there.
Yes.
Come to my work. We won't.
Look at me. Door. Fight.
They run it with Ballage. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
80 weapons.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Slam. Mike 54. Mike.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
No. Off.
Hey.
Watch the shit.
Shoot.
Ballage. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, but some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
50, plant.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check three.
They'll run here with Ballage. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Joker.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Johnson's got it complete, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get ready. Check 26, check 26.
Up, King.
Hey, Echo.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Regular. Pistol. 35's the mic. Mike 35. Come on. You better bring it.
Hey, alert 3.
Kill.
3rd and long for Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. "21 yards. Well done on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
On the ready.
Get that quarterback.
Blue draw quarters.
Watch the eyes.
Get it.
Now Balaj. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
I smell fear in that offense.
Right back to him on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Yep.
SOS.
Alert flag.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kalen Balaj with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Mayfield. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Bears first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Derrick Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
180! Pistol. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Watch the safety creep. Check 43. Check 31. Check 31.
Hurry.
I got you.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Run. Shoot. Kill. Switch.
61, matchbox lights.
You got tight. right there. Under T.
Point it right.
Check 52.
Hurry.
Henry running right. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
50.
180.
58 right there. I'm going to come back to you.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
King.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Thirty-five's the mic. Yo, 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 yo.
Alert, 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 alert.
Check, check.
Again, McCaffrey. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Good. 180. Up, left.
Hey, 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 hey. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Hey, alert 33.
Check, check.
Watch out.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Jacksonville
60 out
offense
more.
set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Back, back, back. Shift, shift.
Look, look, squeeze. Hey, 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 hey. Five.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf. Bam. Bam.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, Zoo.
Check 37.
Gone. Gone.
Tighten up. Check safety, check safety. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
Zoo.
2nd and 11. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Smith.
Mike 5-4.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Snap.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And taken right at the 35. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Hatchet.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Sam on.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Right on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, fellas.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Pistol. Check X3. 218. Chopper.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Protect. 180. Run.
Too little, cut. Hey, switch gears.
Hurry.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
6-6. Bullet high.
Check 24. Hey, check Mike.
Mayfield now. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Set. 180. 55. Hurry.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, exit.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D.
4th down, Mayfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. No problem there on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, watch.
Hey, lock it.
49, check 49, check 49.
Go.
Deuce.
Say go.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj.
We ain't giving them nothing,
38 yards on the scamper there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Topper.
We got double up. Watch twist.
Now.
Twist. Check the backer. Big edge. Check. Lucky.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, box drop.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Let's go, tackle, let's go.
Back to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Hard.
Switch.
Let's go.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Run. Buzz.
Mayfield to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check. Fresno.
Mayfield. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Stop your whining.
Pistol.
Watch the twist.
Real.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Run. Hey, alert!
Bang. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch. Watch switch.
Right touch.
From the gun, Mayfield. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This is fielded at the 7. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Alert 3.
Look at me. Zipper.
25. Check.
You're out.
Check 25. Slam.
Shoot.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Under crunch. Check hot route. Hot snap.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Watch the ship. Out.
22 jet bomber. Yep.
Go.
Right on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Leo. Rock it.
Slam.
Say go.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
You don't want it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Protein spill.
Check your hot read.
Fair.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go, boys.
Got it.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Check 26. Check 26. Check.
Right back to him on 1st down. And an alley to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from... And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground with Ballage. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Alert flare. Shift.
Go. Go. Fire.
Again, it's Ballage.
Go.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Hey, I'm coming after you, I'm coming after you.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54, Mike 54.
I know he ain't got it. Mike's 54.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Ready, 18 Gator. 54, go. 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's get it.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 9, check 9.
52's the mic, boys, 52.
Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, alert.
35's the mic.
Pick it up.
Up.
Mike 35.
Check.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And Thomas has it. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Now the try here for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Greystone travel. Say go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Switch. You go tight. Hurry.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Alert!
58's the money. 58's the money.
Man out.
Hey, wahoo!
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey!
Check. Jim.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Open man is Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Mayfield now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down.
Safe. Check.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rush in. Rush in.
Now Mayfield. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Run.
58 to Mike. 3 buzz. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. I'm coming after you.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Back.
Point it right.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? My time.
They'll try the right side with Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, alert! Shift. Regular.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. The throw taken in by Cole. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
I'm coming after you. Check 37.
Kings. Hey, alert 33. Hey, Delta.
Tighten
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, it's Henry, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
180. Alert, 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 alert.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Chicago, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as